Sangam Tutorials, Gubbi online classes for Ncert 10th standard and Cbse 10th standard. So we were solving very important problems on quadratic equations. So in the previous session we completed the first method of solving quadratic equations, that is by the method of factorization. In other words, it is called as the sum and product method. I hope you have practiced all the problems. So this Sunday you are going to write a test on quadratic equations. So please be ready with the syllabus. Please be updated, practice problems, understand the concept, how to apply, how to convert the given situation into an equation and then solve it until you reach a quadratic equation. And after reaching the quadratic equation, you should be able to reach to the roots of the quadratic equation by the method of sum and product method, that is factorization method. Right. So what is the today's session? What is the importance of today's session is I am going to present you some very important application questions. That is, I am going to discuss some statement problems. So here the first criteria is you have to listen to this statement problems very carefully, and at the same time you have to convert that statements into equations by using the knowledge of quadratic equations. So we convert that into an equation, a big equation we are going to get. We are going to solve it, or we are going to simplify that until we reach a quadratic equation, and then we are going to solve that quadratic equation by the method of factorization and reach to the roots. So those roots will be the solutions for the given statement problem, right? So one step by step we are going with this. So I cannot write the entire question on the board. So I am going to just read out these questions from the textbook. So before starting this session, entering into this session, please keep your textbook in front of you. So write down the questions and copy the solution, what it comes for that particular statement problem, right, on the board. Okay. So in this session we will be going with 4 numericals. I am going to just solve only 4 numericals. After this I am going with another 4 numericals on this, that is application questions. So each and every problem is unique. No problem is similar to or just like a copy of that, something like that. All the 8 problems are totally different situations. So you have to understand every situation, convert into a mathematical equation, reach to the quadratic equation by simplification, reach to the roots by the method of factorization. This is the task. So therefore these particular type of questions will be asked in your examinations for compulsory 3 marks. Compulsory 3 marks. So you have to practice them well. So get ready for the test also on the coming Sunday. Right. So here is question number 1. This is from page number 20, example 1 I have taken, which is the word example here. So actually it is not solved. That is half the thing it is solved, but we will solve the entire question here. So here, first question, John and Jeevanti, that particular type of question is here. These are the 2 characters here. John and Jeevanti together have 45 marbles. Just listen very carefully, imagine the things. When you go on imagining the things, you will reach to the solution very easily. John and Jeevanti together have 45 marbles. Okay. So this is John and this is Jeevanti. This is John. This is Jeevanti. Okay. 2 characters are given here. Okay. John and Jeevanti together have 45 marbles. So the number of marbles with John plus the number of marbles with Jeevanti is equal to 45 marbles. See, this is the picture, you have to get it in your mind when I am giving you the problem. Both of them lost 5 marbles each. So John lost 5 marbles, Jeevanti also lost 5 marbles. So, but individually we do not know how many marbles John has, and individually we do not know what Jeevanti, the number of marbles Jeevanti has. So here at this moment we have to guess the number of marbles with John or with Jeevanti, not with both. That's very important, because if you guess the number of marbles with John and also with Jeevanti, then you will come across two variables where it doesn't lead you to a quadratic equation, right? So let the number of marbles with John be x, but this x plus the number of marbles with Jivanti is equal to 45. So therefore the number of marbles with Jivanti will be the total number of marbles, that is 45, minus the number of marbles with John, that is 45 minus x. It is that simple. It's very simple. Both have 45 marbles together. Both loses. John loses 5 marbles and Jivanti also loses 5 marbles. They lost 5 marbles. So here, then what is the number of marbles with John? If it is asked, you have to guess it. Either let the marbles with Jivanti be x, or let the number of marbles with John be x. Either one you have to guess here. So I have guessed as let the number of marbles with John be x, then the number of marbles with Jivanti will be, that's the logic. So total number of marbles is 45, and among those 45 marbles John has x marbles, then Jivanti has 45 minus the number of marbles with John, that is 45 marbles minus the number of marbles with John will be the number of marbles with Jivanti. This is how you have to guess, right? So now at present the number of marbles with John is x and number of marbles with Jivanti is 45 minus x. Now both of them lost 5 marbles, so they have lost 5 marbles, so therefore this is x minus 5 and this is 45 minus x minus 5, because she has also lost 5 marbles, so therefore it is minus 5. And the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. That is, after losing 5 marbles each, the product of the number of marbles with both John and Jivanti is 124. That is, if you multiply this, x minus 5 and 45 minus x minus 5 is 124. That is the thing. The product of the number of marbles with John and the number of marbles with Jivanti is 124. So find the number of marbles with John and Jivanti. This is the question here. You have to find the actual number of marbles which was with John and which was with Jivanti. Earlier, before they lost the 5 marbles. Earlier, the number of marbles before they lost 5 marbles, that number of marbles you have to find with John as well as Jivanti. Alright. So this is a very important problem. In most of the competitive exams you are going to come across. So first thing, you will guess it. So let the number of marbles with John be x. Let the number of marbles with John be x. Then number of marbles with Jivanti will be 45 minus x, right? According to the condition I am writing, number of marbles with John is x, number of marbles with Jivanti will be 45 minus x, right? So now they lost 5 marbles, so number of marbles with John after losing 5 marbles is equal to x minus 5. Next, the same thing, number of marbles with not John here, it is now Jivanti after losing 5 marbles will be 45 minus x minus 5, so that comes to 40 minus x, that is 45 minus 5 is 40 minus x marbles, right? So now, according to the given condition of the problem, the product of the number of marbles with John and the number of marbles with Jivanti, when you multiply those two numbers, you are going to get 124 marbles. So therefore, according to given condition, right? So x minus 5 into x x minus, that is this one we have to multiply, that is 40 minus x. X minus 5 into 40 minus x is equal to 124. So you have to multiply this. So now it goes x into 40 is 40x, x into minus x is minus x square, minus 5 into 40 is 200, minus 200, minus into minus is plus, 5 into x is 5x is equal to 124. Okay, now we will simplify this. Minus x square and plus 40x plus 5x is plus 45x, and then minus 200, and when you take this plus 124 to RHS, we get minus 124 is equal to 0. So it comes to minus x square plus 45x minus 200 minus 124 is 76 is remaining, minus 200, minus 200 minus 124, they have the same sign, so that becomes minus 134 is equal to 0. So we have, for x square we have minus in here, so for the entire equation we will take minus as the common. So when we take minus 1 as common here, so it becomes x square minus 45x plus 134 is equal to 0. So x square minus 45x plus 134 is equal to 0 by minus 1. So this minus 1 goes to the denominator of minus, that is 0. So 0 by any number is 0 itself. So here this is the required quadratic equation. So for this quadratic equation, it is your job to continue from here, find the roots of this quadratic equation by using the factorization method and reach to the roots. So you are going to get x as some number and x is equal to some other number, because as it is a quadratic equation you are going to get two roots no doubt in that. So among those two roots, if you get both positive, then the answer becomes dual answer. If x value is only one negative and another is positive, we should take only the positive value, because you are counting the number of marbles. So for example, x is equal to 10 you got, then the number of marbles with John will be 10, and the number of marbles with Jivanti will be 45 minus 10, that is 35 marbles, something like that. So as it is a statement problem, you have to represent the answer in the statement form only. So I will be waiting for your answers through the WhatsApp group. Let me see which particular student is going to find the solution and reach to the roots, reach to the solution, right? So this is the procedure it goes, very important. Okay, let us get into the second one. A cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. So it's a cottage industry, a small scale industry where it is done at a place, at a particular place. A cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. So with a very small investment, they have started this these industries. They are called cottage industries. Produce a certain number of toys in a day. So cottage industry makes toys. The cost of production of each toy, in rupees was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day. So this is a very beautiful condition here. The cost of production of each toy. Cost of production means, for example, this book in the market is, when I go to a shop and buy this book, it is for 10 rupees. Now, okay, let us take it for 50 rupees. But this is not the cost of making the book. Actually, the cost of making the book will be around some 35 rupees, as it comes from the manufacturer to the wholesaler, wholesaler to the retailer, retailer to the customer. So the small amount of tax and the profit, everything goes on adding to that. So when this is the cost of making, this is 35 rupees. When it comes to the wholesaler, it will be some 38. When it comes to the retailer, it will be some 45. When it comes to the customer, it will be 50 rupees, something like that. So the cost of making the book is 35 rupees, but selling price of the book is 50 rupees, something like that. So here also there is a cottage industry. They make toys, and the cost of production of each toy, was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in that day. So for example, this is the toy. So like this, I produce n number of toys for a day. So the cost of production of this toy is found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in each day. So this is very important. So now let us do one thing. Let us guess the thing here. First we have to guess the number of toys produced in each day, that is the number of toys produced per day. So here the number of toys produced on a particular day B, let us take it as X. Let us take it as X. The number of toys produced in a day B, X. Number of toys produced in a day B, X. The number of toys produced in a day B, X. Okay. Now, what is the total cost of production of the toy that day particularly? For example, here it goes. Once again I will read out. The cost of production of each toy was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in that day. Right. So it is the cost of production of each toy will be the cost of production of each toy. So we'll go with this cost of production of each toy is equal to, it is 55 minus X, the number of 55 minus the number of toys produced in that day. So here the number of toys produced in a day B, X we have done. So it is 50 minus the number of toys produced in a day. So that is cost of production of each toy is 50 minus X. Okay, done. So in cost of production of each toy for one day, this is for one day. For one day is 50 minus X. So once again, the cost of production of each toy was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day. So now next is, on a particular day the cost of production was rupees 750. So this is the number of toys produced in one day is X. Cost of production of each toy for one day is 50 minus X, that is given. So now question is, the condition is, it was on a particular day the total cost of production was rupees 750. Total, okay, once again, found that on a particular day the total cost of production was rupees 750. Right. Now see, observe here. So this is the number of toys produced in one day. This is the cost of production of each toy for one day, that is 55 minus X. So for the entire day, for X number of toys, what will be the total number of products, that is what will be the total cost. So for that we have to multiply that. So therefore total cost of production for one day is equal to, for one day you have produced X number of toys, and for each toy the cost of production is 50 minus X. So for one day total cost of production will be X into 50 minus X. So very simple, number of toys produced in a day is X. Cost for producing one toy in one day is, okay, one day limit, cost of production for one toy is 50 minus X. 50 minus X. So total cost of production for one day is x into 50 minus x, something like that. Cost of production of this book is 35. So like this, 50 books are produced each day. So total cost of production is 35 rupees into 50 books. So what is the number? That is the total cost of production, something like that. So as I told you, for book it is for toy, that's all. So number of toys produced in a day be x, then the cost of production for each toy is, for one day is 50 minus x. Cost of production for one toy is 50 minus x. Total cost of production for one day will be x into 50 minus x. So on a particular day it was found that the total cost of production was equal to rupees 750 according to the problem, given problem, right? So therefore, according to given condition, x into 50 minus x is equal to 750 rupees. So total cost of production for one day is this one generally, but actually it was 750 rupees on a particular day. So find the question is, find the number of toys produced on one day. So number of toys produced in one day is x. So that's nothing but you have to find the value of x in this equation. So let us go with this. X into 50 is 50x. So x into minus x is minus x square is equal to 750. So minus x square plus 50x plus 150 comes to the LHS, it becomes minus 750 is equal to 0. So when we take minus 1 as common, that becomes x square minus 50x plus 750 is equal to 0. So x square minus 50x plus 750 is equal to minus 1 as it goes to the denominator. So 0 by minus 1 is 0 itself. So this is the required quadratic equation. So you have to continue from here, apply the factorization method, find the value of x. So if x is negative, ignore it. If x is positive, that will be the number of toys produced in a day. Right? I hope you got it. Very important problem. Right. Find two numbers. This is from exercise 10.2. I am with the third problem. Exercise 10.2, third problem. Right. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Find two numbers whose sum is 27. So you have two numbers here. So when you add those two numbers, you get the sum as 27. And when you multiply those two numbers, the same two numbers, then the product will be equal to 182. So you have to find the numbers. Right. Now, let one of the number be x, right? Then the other number is so here when you add two numbers, the sum is 27. So among the two numbers, one is x, then the other number will be 27 minus x. That is, the other number is 27 minus x. Now, product is 182. Therefore, product is, that's given in the data, product is 182. So now, therefore, according to given condition, right, the product of two numbers is 182. The first number is x, second number is 27 minus x. The product of these two is 182. So therefore, x into 27 minus x is equal to 182. Right, we'll multiply. X into 27 is 27x, x into minus x is minus x square is equal to 182. So now, we will take this 182 to LHS, transpose it. So minus x square plus 27x minus 182 is equal to 0. So we will take minus 1 as common, that becomes x square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. So we will put this minus 1 to the denominator of 0, so that becomes x square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation. So from here you have to continue and reach to the solution, right? This is for 2 marks, very important. Okay, let us continue with another one. Fourth problem, exercise 10.2, fourth problem. Find two consecutive positive integers. Consecutive in the sense which comes one after the other. Consecutive positive integers. So no negatives are allowed. So both are positive, where sum of whose squares is 365. So we do not know both the numbers. So as in the previous session I had told you how to guess the consecutive positive integers. So if one of the positive integer is x, then the other consecutive positive integer will be x plus 1, right? So let us guess it. So let the two consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. So these are the two consecutive positive integers. Now sum of whose squares is 365. So when you take the first number, square it, take the second number, square it, then add both of them, then the sum will be equal to 365. Sum of whose squares is 365. So therefore, according to given condition, first number is x square, second number is x plus 1 whole square is equal to the sum of the squares is 365. Okay, x whole square is x square plus, this is in the form of a plus b whole square, that is x square plus 1 square plus 2 into x into 1 is equal to 365. Okay, so x square plus 1x whole square is x square again plus 1 plus 2 into x into 1 is 2x is equal to 365. Okay, 1x square plus 1x square is 2x square plus 2x plus 1 plus 365 get transposes, it is 365 is equal to 0. So let us simplify. 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 365 is minus 364 is equal to 0. So you have 2 here and 364 here. Both are even numbers, all the three are even numbers. You can take 2 as common. So when you take 2 as common, it gets reduced to x square plus x minus 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16, 2 2s are, right, is equal to 0. And this 2 goes to the denominator of 0, and hence it becomes 0 again. So therefore, x square plus x minus 182 is equal to 0 is the required quadratic equation. From here you have to proceed, right? I hope you will reach to the solution and give us the answers, right? So these are the very important 4 problems just I had to present in front of you. So please complete the problems, send it to me through the WhatsApp group. I want to verify that. If there are any doubts in this, tomorrow I am going to clarify that again, right? So with this I would like to conclude this session, right? Stay home, stay safe and keep learning. Thank you.